Lewis Hamilton's Formula One journey with Ferrari was already one of the most talked about storylines of the season, but now it's just taken a massive turn. A brand new development has surfaced, and it could be the breakthrough that Hamilton and Ferrari so desperately need. According to fresh reports, Ferrari has secretly prepared a crucial upgrade to the SF-25 ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. And if what we've heard is even remotely true, it might be the key to unlocking the full potential of Hamilton's car and transforming Ferrari's season. But what exactly is this upgrade? Why does it matter so much now? And could this finally be the turning point after a frustrating start to Hamilton's new chapter in red? Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into everything we know about Ferrari's rumored floor upgrade, how it works, how it could impact performance at the Bahrain International Circuit, and most importantly, why this change has Hamilton fans genuinely excited for the first time in weeks. So before we go any further, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because if this rumor becomes reality, the Bahrain GP might just be Hamilton's true Ferrari debut. Let's set the stage. It's been a rocky opening few rounds for Ferrari in 2025. After disqualifications in China, ride height compromises in Japan, and an SF-25 that has looked fast in certain corners but unstable over a full lap, pressure has been mounting. And nowhere has that pressure been more visible than on Lewis Hamilton's side of the garage. Hamilton has been vocal but measured in his disappointment. He's spoken publicly about an underperforming element on his car that has cost him performance since the first race of the season. That part, still unnamed officially, has contributed to a lack of rear-end grip and general instability under throttle, especially in high-speed corners like Suzuka's 130R or the S-curves in Sector 1. Ferrari has acknowledged the problem, and now they may have an answer. According to multiple sources, Ferrari has been quietly developing a new floor specification for the SF-25, one that could address both the ride height sensitivity and aerodynamic inconsistency that have plagued the car so far. The upgrade is said to be aimed at improving the car's ground effect efficiency, expanding the operating window, and stabilizing rear-end balance, all critical areas where Hamilton has struggled. Now here's the twist. This upgrade was originally rumored for a later race in the season, but after the disappointing results in Japan and Hamilton's increasingly frustrated tone, Ferrari is now pushing to have the revised floor ready for Bahrain. That's a big deal. Why? Because Bahrain's circuit layout is actually perfect for testing floor efficiency, with its combination of low-speed traction zones, long straights, and harsh braking areas. The Bahrain GP demands strong rear-end stability, good rotation under load, and consistent aerodynamic grip, all the areas where the SF-25 has underdelivered. If the new floor works as intended, Hamilton could finally get a car that responds to his input, doesn't slide unpredictably in high-speed corners, and gives him the confidence to push in both qualifying and race trim. And let's be clear, Bahrain is not just another race, it's a pivotal moment. The field is tightening, Red Bull is still strong, McLaren is coming fast, and Mercedes isn't going away. If Ferrari wants to stay in the fight, this upgrade has to hit the mark. And it's not just about lap time, it's about trust. Hamilton needs to feel that Ferrari is responding to his feedback, matching his level of commitment, and delivering the performance he needs to compete with the very best. If he sees that the team can turn around an issue within a few races, it'll restore faith and reignite the fire that made this partnership so exciting to begin with. But of course, there's always a risk. Rushing a floor upgrade comes with its own dangers. If the new design hasn't been thoroughly tested, especially in terms of heat management and tire interaction, it could introduce new problems even as it solves others. That's why all eyes will be on free practice in Bahrain. The team will be closely monitoring Hamilton's telemetry, especially through turn 10, where traction and rear grip are critical, and on the long run down to turn 1, where top-end stability and braking consistency can make or break an overtaking move. Now let's talk about Charles Leclerc. While this upgrade appears to be focused primarily on Hamilton's side of the garage, as it addresses the performance issue he's been dealing with, it's likely that any gains found in Bahrain will be rolled out team-wide. Leclerc has been outperforming Hamilton so far, but even he has expressed concern about the SF-25's narrow setup window and its reluctance to respond well across different fuel loads and tire compounds. The Bahrain GP will also serve as a kind of psychological litmus test. If this upgrade works, if Hamilton can close the gap in qualifying, feel the car responding beneath him, and go wheel to wheel without second-guessing every correction, it'll inject a huge dose of confidence into both sides of the Ferrari garage. It could even help rebuild some of the internal harmony that's clearly been tested in recent weeks. After the radio disputes, the inconsistent feedback, and the clear frustration. But if it doesn't work, if the car remains fragile at the rear, if the balance continues to shift unpredictably mid-stint, or if Leclerc still looks more at ease than Hamilton after this change, then the questions will only grow louder. Questions about Ferrari's direction, about the effectiveness of their technical leadership, and about whether Hamilton's gamble on red was made one season too early or without the guarantees he truly needed. And don't forget the context. This season is long, 24 races long. Momentum is everything. A strong result in Bahrain, especially after a messy first few races, could be the foundation Ferrari needs to stay in the fight for the long haul. A failure, on the other hand, could push them into defensive mode for weeks to come, sacrificing strategy for damage control. So, as always, we want to hear from you. Does this feel like the breakthrough moment Hamilton needs? Or is it another example of Ferrari overpromising and under-delivering? And how do you think this will affect Leclerc's own trajectory inside the team? Now that technical upgrades may shift the balance of power, make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying these deep, technical, and drama-filled breakdowns of the season's biggest F1 stories, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. Because what happens in Bahrain might just set the tone for the rest of 2025. And we'll be right here to cover every twist, every tweak, and every turning point that follows.